Barry. Welcome back to my channel. So today I want to talk about everything you want to know about mini HP, but we're afraid to ask. I'm sure you may know some of the things in here, but I'll try to throw in a few things that may surprise you, and of course I'll have some hacks for you, as I always do. So it was pretty exciting in the June box to get the new crystal clear cover for the mini HP, and a lot of people got a size that they've never used before. Mini HP is a size that I use, so I wasn't new to that, but I do love the crystal clear cover. So let me talk a little bit about the size and about how I have this one set up, and then I'll show you some others and give you lots of information. So I have this set up as my inbox and master list. It is the mini HP size, and that is 4.6 inches wide by 7 inches tall. It's very similar to half letter, if you're familiar with half letter, only it's a lot smaller. And for certain things, it's actually much more usable. So this particular one that I have set up has black metal discs, and they are 1 inch. I normally use 3/4 inch wherever I can, and I will be talking about those discs a little bit later. So what I have set up in here is I have, some calendar information and some information in my inbox. I do have my monthly calendars, and then I get into my inbox. Now, what I like to do is, and this is the inbox crystal clear dashboard, and then these are the inbox inserts. Not sure if you've used those. They were in a box several months ago. Might have even been last year, not sure. And I find them very useful, and here's how I use them. So I like to take just the important things that I want to get done, and the most important things in each of these categories. And it's a place that several times during the day I could flip to this or leave it open to look at it, as opposed to my much longer list. And what I do is I actually use the Lecce page flags to write on, because if my area is not done, or if my area, needs to change, or, there's too many things crossed off, I can just put a new Lecce flag on there. And the Lecce flags are almost clear. So that's why they work well. And in a couple of these places, like right here, I actually have 2 stacked so that if I pull one off, there's another one underneath. I did trim them a little for this size because the boxes were a little smaller. And this has been working really well for me. What I then have is certain categories, and I go to my master list. And on my master list, I'm using the task inserts, and I have different things. I can check them off. I think it works really well. Like here I have all my sites. I have work things behind here. And then I have an area for personal, which includes, finance and my technology, things for my parents, stuff like that. I also have a section where I have notes. For example, I like to look at the sizes if I'm looking to change things. So I just printed this out off of Cloth and Paper's site and resized it. I have one of the print selections for mini HP in the 4.6 by 7, so that if I have like a full page letter sheet and I go to print it out, I can print it in that size and then punch it and put it in my binder. So that's one of the ways that I'm using this. Another thing that I would like to show you in here is, because this is not in another binder, there's no way to really have a pen with it. So what I do is on a dashboard, I attach a pen loop, and then I have a pen with me, and if I don't want that, I can take that page in and out. So that's that. Now I have another mini HP, and this one is in a leather binder, and hopefully Cloth and Paper will be coming back with their covers soon. Tomorrow during happy hour, they're releasing the size that works for half letter. And the difference is it's called a folio if it has no closure. And if it has a closure, it's called an agenda. This particular one is from Gillio, and the mini HP just slides in and out. Now to fit it, I did have to trim the cover a little bit to fit in there. So it's not a big deal. My paper trimmer did it very well, even though it is fairly thick plastic from Cloth and Paper. But this one here is using 3/4 inch discs, and they are the clear. And they are plastic. And I wanted to just talk about the discs for a minute. So these discs here are from Levenger. I get a lot of my discs from Levenger. I think they're very high quality, and I like the smaller discs. I'll show you a few that I have. So I actually have some that are 1/2 inch. This is an old metallicized Levenger that they had available maybe 8 or 9 years ago. You can get the 3/4 inch, and you can get Cloth and Paper has 1 1/4 and 1 1/2 inch. Those are too big for me, but I have used 1 inch, and they come in a lot of colors. These are metal, and I find that the metal ones turn much better than the plastic ones. They're slightly heavier, so they will add weight, but they do turn better. This is what a black metal one looks like. This is not from Levenger. Mostly I use the metallic 3/4 inch from Levenger. They come 11 in a package, and you don't need 11, you need 7. So then you have 4 left over. So if you get 2 packages, you can do 3 books. So something to consider. As of today, they are on sale at Levenger, and I'll link that below because they're at a pretty good price point. So just to give you an idea, this one is in 3/4 inch discs, and you know, it's not fully loaded, but it's got stuff in there. And then this is in the 1 inch, and same thing, loaded about as much. And I thought it would be interesting just to weigh the difference of these, and I'll tell you why. So this one here weighed 9.7 ounces, and this one weighed 14.4 ounces. And why I tell you that is because I find mini HP is a terrific size for taking on the go. And I like lightweight things, and I like lightweight purses. Mini HP, if you have a purse that has a back pocket in it, like a crossbody purse, you can slide a mini HP right in there. So if you want something for on the go and you don't need a ton of information in it, and you can use 3/4 inch discs, it'll be lighter weight and easier to travel. So that's just something to consider. And you may remember from an earlier video that the HP Mini and this one with the 1 inch discs fits perfectly into the Vanity Case. Not sure if you've gotten one of the Vanity Cases, but I absolutely adore mine. And I see myself with the Mini HP, and I still have room for a lot of other things. I've been experimenting with it with my camera also, and they both fit in there really well. Okay, a few other things. I saw a bunch of people posted in Facebook and Instagram groups about trying to get more things for Mini HP so they could get theirs set up. and I want to offer a hack. You can purchase a lot of inserts on cloth and paper. You can use printables. And if you're in a pinch and you can't wait for something to get delivered to you, you can use what you have if you're a half letter person or even an A5 person. So what I've done is actually trim down half letter inserts to fit in my mini HP. And I wanted to show you which ones work well. So the half page, the task sheets, the memo pages work really well, and then of course the dot grid. And what I do is I first trim the holes off, then I measure, you know, on a whole page it's going to be 4.6. If it's a half page, you need 2.3 inches, and then measure down the side. Now, then you have to punch. Let's just talk about that for a minute. So if you happen to use the Levenger heavy duty punch, which I do, I think it's the greatest thing since sliced bread. I've had this for a very, very long time, and it is a workhorse. You can open it up, and it has different settings on the side. One of the settings is Junior, and Junior is for half letter. If you are going to punch for mini HP, you should use the setting that is letter. And if you're using just like a Happy Planner or one of the other punches, you probably just use the regular spot of where you punch on that. But I have wasted pages before, so I wanted to tell you about that letter setting. So right now, this is working really well for me with the inbox and the master list. And I am using a number of different dashboards. I'm using the clear side tabs, which I have labeled. One of the other things that I like to do is use a page flag or a small clip like these clips I have here, if you like anything decorative. I also like using this, which you can get from Cloth and Paper. Very nice to mark a page, and you know, you can move it and stick it wherever you would like it. I have purchased some page tabs, and then those can be used to mark. And why I bring this up is because if you're trying to get to a specific page and you have such a big planner, it's really nice if you have just a really quick, easy way to get there. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do, and follow us on Instagram. I love seeing comments and questions, and it helps me plan the next videos that I'm going to do. So please keep in touch. And thanks for tuning in. See you next time around.